Looking good. Permission to come aboard, Shadish. B star F. That's the last big one. Yeah, the rest are narrower length. This is the crown, I think, of that transom. Yeah, you put the rest on the opposite side there, you'll probably balance perfect. This is Honduras mahogany. You see how that one's already cut to the shape of the transom too. Now, these three are patterns. You might want to sandwich these because they're real light. And I'll give you some other heavy stuff to put on top of those. Is that look about good load, or can you handle a couple small more pieces of just 2x4?
Yeah, we can. I can.
Yeah, let's go with it. All right, so we're in there.
Okay.
All right, stern. Heading in to meet Captain Tom here. He's got a full load of the mahogany for the transom, and I've got a load of tools and garbage and sail plans and whatever else I can muster. Cruising right along, but I'm about to come into a little surprise that's gonna bring me right back out to do some more work on tradition. But it's okay. It's a beautiful day, and it turns out I get another hour or two to work. Oh man. Alright, well, we're out here. We've got the wood off. I'm working on straightening out this rig. What is this? I might as well start untangling the rig. All these lines have been kind of strewn about and just tied up randomly because all the deck hardware has been off in order to redo the deck beams and the deck itself. I'm not quite sure what everything is at this point, honestly, just kind of figuring it out. There's a few pieces of metal wire rigging that are not connected because the bow sprit is currently off the boat. This being a gaff rig schooner, so there's quite a bit of rigging on each mast. Figuring all that out is going to take a little bit of time, but for now I figure if I can get the main halyards tight, they also will help work as rigging, because after all we are kind of on some soggy mast steps. There's that double block system for the top boom, and I believe you would need two guys, one hauling fore and one hauling aft as that goes up. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know at least you want two guys raising each sail because you have a top boom, so you got a double haul simultaneously. It's nice that all the lines on this boat are 3-strand, which makes for good, easy splicing, and there's not a whole lot of tension in a rig like this. Here I'm trying to free up one of the foresail halyards that seem to have got pulled back behind the shroud. I almost get it with a couple good whips, but then get stuck. But my thinking here, again, is just to tie the halyards forward and secure them down so they're acting as more stability for the rig. This one ended up being a little bit more of a trouble, but eventually we got it free. With the buoy run coming up and not having actually taken this boat out ever, I'd like to be at least a little bit familiar with what's on board for now. We know we're going to be relying 100% on our motor. If that does have any issues, we will have at least one dinghy escort with our own skiff to give a tow. Possibly we might have a bigger skiff along with us for the ride. But the motor runs really well on this boat. Hopefully our work on the exhaust has paid off, and that'll stay together nicely for us. Ultimately, we will be hauling out and redoing all of this stuff with our shipwright, Eric, when he gets to town. For now, he's up in the Pacific Northwest with his family, and we're just doing what we can do to get through our yearly inspection with the state. You see here I'm just tying off that shroud to the bow, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tie the whole thing together with one of those foresail halyards and give some tension forward. I was able to tighten the rig up fairly well by removing some extension pieces actually that were on the bottom of the turnbuckles, and I was able to get some tension out of the rig, so I'm feeling a lot better about that not flopping around as we make our way out the channel. Our motor down the channel is fairly decent at Keehi Lagoon, and we want the boat, to be safe all the way around. I don't anticipate much for problems. One of my biggest hurdles yet to come is to get that bottom clean, and it has a lot of growth. I think Skip said the last time this boat was hauled out was some 30 years ago. So that being said, I'll probably bring a snow shovel under there with me and see what I can do. Starting to have things a bit more tidy now, and I'm about to head back in to shore and get home to Maki and the family. It's been a nice day out here on the boat though. Boy, this deck is sure looking a lot better. Nice to see it. We'll get some paint down. We'll run the vacuum again. Ugh. Yep, by a little. Ahoy, mate! All right. Ahoy, mates! We're out here. Got the boat damn near cleaned off. Got to bring some batteries out. Our buoy run is coming up in less than 2 weeks. The rig is tightened. And tomorrow we'll be diving the bottom more. Got it clean,